GFS Golf in Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. My name is Frank Stranick. Today's topic is shaft selection. More specifically, how do we determine the shaft that best fits the individual player's skill level and swing characteristics? To do this, I did some testing with a PGA teaching professional, and we tested 8 different shafts to find the best shaft that fit his swing characteristics. And in conjunction with that, we used the FlightScope system. FlightScope is a 3-dimensional phased array Doppler radar system that has the capability of tracking the club and head geometry throughout the swing. It provides an abundance of information, and it has one characteristic that gives you great information on what the shaft tip is doing at the time just prior to and after impact. Okay, we tested 8 shafts during this session, and for illustration purposes I've pulled 2 shafts. One is the KBS Tour stiff shaft, and the other is the Nippon Modus stiff shaft. All shafts that we tested were both graphite and steel, were very high quality shafts, and you'll see them used on the tours around the world, so they were all very good shafts to test. The first illustration I have here is the shot plot from the KBS Tour shaft, and I'll just blow this up a little bit so you can see the landing information of the ball down here. As you can see, it's dispersed a little bit to the left. This is an issue, I believe, mainly with the swing path and face angle, but there is some influence of the shaft and inconsistency for each particular shot. The next slide is the Nippon Modus, and you'll notice that we still have the left drift for the same reasons. However, if you look at the drift to the left, it is smaller than what we saw in the KBS Tour. Now, we'll take a look now at the face angle and swing path, and herein lies the information of why it went left. First of all, as the KBS Tour, you can see that the swing path is 6.1 degrees to the right, or inside out, and the face angle is 1.6 degrees left of the target line. So what we have here is an inability really to get the club as closely aligned to swing path and face angle that we would like, which is about 2 degrees or less between the two of those. Now we'll take a look at the Nippon Modus, and you can see that there was a considerable improvement in the Nippon Modus. It's a 2.1 degree inside out swing path, and the face angle was 1.6 degrees left of the target line. This is pretty good. It's going to put you pretty close to the center line, but again, if you can maintain that differential at 2 degrees or less, then you're going to have a considerable improvement in your accuracy. Now let's go to look at the shot plot, where the balls actually landed. This is a diameter of the landing area, and in this particular case, the diameter of the landing area for the KBS Tour was 14 yards. 14 yards going into a green will not always give you the opportunity for the one putt that you would like, or the one putt closure on that green. So we went to the Nippon Modus, and as you can see, the diameter of that particular landing area is considerably smaller. Also, just going back a little bit to the KBS Tour, you can notice that the pattern is rather scattered. There's not a consistent pattern as far as distance or direction is concerned, whereas if you look again at the Nippon Modus, you can see that the pattern is slightly scattered, but they are all in a north-south alignment here, which is probably just a little bit of difference in head speed as coming through the ball. So this could even be compressed a considerable amount beyond that, might get down to a few yards. If you have a 7-yard diameter, which this happens to be, grouping diameter, your chances of landing on the green and having a one-putt opportunity are significantly increased. 21 feet, not too bad. All right, now let's take a look at a little more interesting display that FlightScope provides us. And this is something that is available only with FlightScope. Again, it is a 3-dimensional phased array Doppler radar, so it's able to track the geometry of the components. If you look down here in the lower right-hand corner, and I'll move that up and blow it up a bit for you, you can see that we have lines that are coming down and some turning upward, some turning downward, and the last one slightly straight but still turning up a bit. What that's telling you is that that particular shaft, when swung by this particular player, given his swing characteristics, is inconsistent. And if you want to eliminate the shaft from any problem that you may have, then you're looking for a shaft that will give you a great deal of consistency down and through the impact area. In this particular case, it does not. Does it mean that the KBS Tour is a poor shaft? No, not by any means. It is a high-quality, top-of-the-line shaft. It's just that, remember, our goal was to find the shaft that best fits this particular player's skill level and swing characteristics. If we can eliminate some of the shaft inefficiencies, and then we have to work only on face angle and swing path. In this case, we have all three to work on: the shaft, the face angle, and the swing pace. Now, if you go down and we'll take a look here at the Nippon Modus, and if you see here that the lines pretty much lay one on top of the other. From this player's standpoint, this is ideal. He is getting the same repeatability every time he swings the club, so he can be assured as he comes into the ball and through the ball that the shaft is going to react the same way. This then becomes the best shaft for this individual. Now, if you don't know, for example, what type of shaft you have as far as its playability for your skill level and swing characteristics, I would suggest you might take a little time to find a swing surgeon certified club fitter in your area, and if he has a FlightScope, which I believe most of them do, he can provide you this type of information, just a little fitting session to work on shafts. And from that, I think you're going to find that your consistency level will start to improve, particularly if you have the right shafts in your clubs. Don't be locked in on shaft name or club type or whatever. Get centered in on how that particular shaft performs for you, because you are the player. If you have any questions about this or anything else that I may have done in the past, you can always shoot me an email at fsgolf@comcast.net, and I'd be very happy to answer any and all questions you may have. Until then, enjoy your golf, and we'll see you on another date. Thank you very much. Bye now.